What's good, guys? It's your boy CS. I've actually just made this video and somebody unfortunately rang, so it ruined the whole video, my whole 20-minute video. So I'm going to be doing this again. This is a strategic video. I'm not going to actually show you all the tips and the trades because I'm going to leave that till Thursday when we link up with Dame and Sinner on a VC. So be sure to stay tuned. If you're not in the VIP chat, this is a completely exclusive with Dame, who hit that winner with Mbappe. He turned like one soul into like 50 grand. And then Sinner, who flipped one soul into like 65 soul. So it'll be good to get their thoughts on how they look at things and what they look at. Now, I'm going to do whistle stop tour, what I look at. So if I'm looking at, actually, before we start, I want you to have the right mentality, which is if you pick a Degen meme coin, know that there's a 99% chance that it's going to rug. Do not blame anyone else. Do not blame me. Do not blame your friend. Do not blame your mum. Don't blame your dog. Don't blame anyone for you investing with your own money. Do your own research at the end of the day. This is purely lottery and casino gambling. I'm telling you that right now. Because a lot of you will put you'll ape in one Solana when one Solana is your whole fucking bag. You've got no more than one Solana. Like, you've got no strategy whatsoever. You should be using 0.05 or maybe even less. Maybe 0.03 or 4. So you have more merry-go-rounds and keep flipping and flipping. Now, the strategy is, which I'm going to teach you, is if you've got one Solana, use 0.03 to 5. Buy into a coin. Get your initials out at around a 2 to 3, maybe 4x, and let the rest ride and keep taking profits along the way. That's how you remain profitable. The ones that are going to fly regardless. Let them live. Let them breathe. Some of the coins that I had yesterday, like that Wimpy one, that went on from 200k to 1 million, 1.5 million. I let it breathe, but I took out 60 to 70% of my profits. And I let the 30% breathe after that. Because once it gets past 1 million, it can then move in millis, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million. That's a 2, 3, 4x from whatever I've already got left in it. That's my moon bag. Do you get it? Now, that's the basic strategy of how to enter and exit. Now, when you're looking at pump.fun, if you want to be a super Degen, go on terminal, click on creation time, and then look at something and see what happens. So straight Valhalla candle. If you go on the transactions, one sniper. Actually, no, I think he was the dev. The guy who's putting 2 soul, he's HVB. He's just basically become exit liquidity for this guy at 12 BRN. But this is what happens. You got to understand that there's probably 10,000 coins that get released in a day on pump.fun, maybe more. If I pick a random one again, let's see what happens. Charts pumping, transactions going in. This guy's just literally got in and got out again. It's the same guy, 12 PRN. It's the same sniper, right? So you're already at a disadvantage being at pump.fun. It's super hard and super competitive. But this is where you can find the super Degen coins at such a low market cap. So you don't get absolutely baptized either. Because if you go in on a really new coin, you're only going to lose maybe 0.05 to 0.15% of your holdings if you get in early. Now, the best thing you want to do is look at either featured. So the ones that are kind of getting more volume, the ones that are getting a bit more look at here, these guys have got either a bump bot working, and I've been grinding for maybe like a couple of hours or so. And so these are the coins that you really want to be looking at. You can also look at bump orders. So these are guys that are actively bumping their project onto the main page because they really do want to push it. Well, I say they really do. I don't know for sure. That's something you have to do your own due diligence on. But yeah, at the end of the day, they are doing this so that they can get more traction amongst investors, right? So that's how pump.fun, how you can kind of look at things. And like, obviously you got live streaming guys like this guy's a bit weird. Nudes in TG. Okay. There's different ones, but I'd stick to either featured and bump ordered. So look at the ones that are kind of gaining more traction. Creation time, you're basically asking for trouble. Now, if we go onto the main part, which is Dex, if you go into Dex Screener, you can now see different coins that are getting traded at the bottom left, right? More importantly, you want to make sure you're following calls and influencers. Like, you want to be in the trenches with these people like Mitch, Mr. Frog, T. There's so many, like all these guys, there's so many of them. But if you follow them and try to pick the best ones that they're shilling that are low cap, you can get in very easily. Like, what was that coin, that cat coin I got in? Scaredy Cat. I got into Scaredy Cat yesterday at 28k. It did like a 10x to here and then like a 20x. Obviously, I would not have got all that, but I got like a 7x out of it, and then I let the rest of my bag run. Obviously, it's retraced all the way down here, but this thing can still move because T's behind it. It's got 100 boost on it. It's got quite nice volume on it, 2.5 million, which a lot of $1 million coins, they don't even get that. So that's actually very positive for Scaredy Cat. And so whenever I look at coins, I'm looking at what's new, what's getting boosted, what's getting farmed, what is actually getting farmed. Like this MAGA AI bot's getting farmed the fuck out of. It's number 21 trending. It's got 500 boost on. It's literally just got sent. They want to send this. They've got a Twitter. Don't get me wrong, like, if you want to do all your full due diligence, you've got to be fast with this. So you want to see holders is what I look at. Who's holding the most supply? 2.6%, this guy is. So he's got that much. If these percentages are very similar, like 1.16, 1.16, 1.16, 1.16, then this guy is just basically bundled the supply, which means he's got multiple different wallets with the same amounts. Although you can never really tell unless you use an app called Trent Radar to do that, or Fanex, I forgot what it's called. Other thing is that you can do very quickly is look at the map. So yeah, no maps are linked together. So we're looking all right here. So these are the things that I generally want to look at when I want to get into a new coin. That it's got a lot of boost on, it's got a lot of eyes on it, it's got maybe fatality on it. Like, people are going to want to buy those types of things. And whatever the narrative is right now, which is AI, people are going to pick. And remember, this is all Degen based. Please do not get it twisted and think that every single one of these is a winner. No, like yesterday, I probably hit 5 winners that made me a 35x in a day. But do believe that I will go on to lose about another 5 or 10 in a row, maybe. And that's not me being saying like I'm actively looking for like losers. It's me being transparent. Like, if you want to get into the trenches, you need to learn how to take an L. You need to learn how to lose in order to win. Like, I don't want to go on any philosophical Gandhi shit, but in reality, you have to take L's in order to make big dubs. Like, I've always taught people in leverage trading as well. Very same situation. Now, when I create stuff, I create lists like this. So I got a historic list. I call them soul shit because they are soul shit coins. But like, I've had my money from like the last alt season. I'm calling it alt season. And I bought this last month around here. And it's maybe a nice 10x. I'm buying coins that are cult based, like Murad says. I bought Soul Sex as well last month. And it's done me like a good 3x. Yeah. 2 to 3x. So I'm looking at coins that have already run. Bird Dog I'm looking at, another Matt Fury character that nobody's talked about in a very long time. Look how the chart's just bottoming out here. This could easily do a 5x. Wife Jack, like Wojak. Wojak's absolutely pumping. Look, I missed it. I didn't even bother looking at Wife Jack. But I know this coin. When I joined ages ago, I missed it by, fuck's sake, I missed it by 2 weeks. I really should have got into this last month because I was thinking of doing all my DCAs. But look at this. This has done a 10x and it's holding very nicely because the community are very strong. And, like the ones that I'm looking at here, obviously these are my like Degen ones that I've looked at. The Crawler and the Act and blah, blah, blah. Soul Mine absolutely insane. I don't know how this is gonna go. I hope it's a legit AI narrative coin, because the actual Telegram bot is amazing. But one thing, like this Cardi B token, I'm looking at this and thinking, well, if Iggy's coin goes, and if this comes down here, surely this is worth a punt. 1 Solana to get into WAP. Like for me personally, if this comes down to around 5 million market cap, I'm aping in 1 Solana at a minimum, right? And then also, like, keep your ears to the streets, glued to the streets. I looked at this earlier on today because Ansem and a few others had fucking shilled it. And they shilled it at, around 12 o'clock UK time. So, around 9 hours ago. So the thing is like, you got to keep your ear to the ground type of thing, and like keep an eye on what's going on. Same with this, like Floyd. I've missed it, I personally think, but I was looking at buying it and I thought it might just trickle down a bit more, like have a wick down. I missed it. Now look at it, it's absolutely flying. I'll keep an eye on it. But always have your winners. Before you do any Degen lottery gamble, please, not financial advice, but have your winners like Moo. Have your winners like Minnie. Have your winners like, what else? Ponky. Popcat. Like, have your winners first before you start getting into these Degen coins. Then get a list like this. And then if you really want to get into them, right, just look for where the best entries might be, or where it could possibly bottom out from. If you can do that, you're basically getting into a coin that's already retraced and is ready to rock and roll. Now, there's a lot more stuff that I do. This is, by the way, this is not how I trade. I don't trade off my phone. I trade off my PC. I've got multiple monitors open. I've got my Telegram opened. I've got my deck screener open. I've got my Pump.Fun open, Radium, Jupiter. I've just got multiple things opened and ready to swing whenever I see something, because trading on your phone is very, very difficult to that on your PC where you've got multiple monitors and you're really, really in the grind. But more importantly, one of my biggest tips, which I'm probably going to discuss on Thursday with Sinner and Dame, is the fact that you need to be in a Degen squad. You need to be in a squad with different people. Create your own Telegram group of secret Degens that are in the trenches looking for Degen meme coins that can possibly send. Because you might be busy doing something. Like, I remember I was taking a shower, came back to my phone, somebody basically said, oh, this one's getting shilled by God knows, I can't remember. It was getting shilled by somebody. Literally got in on the pump. On the pump, it already made me 3x. And then it retraced. Already took out my initials. And that's where you want to be. You want to be in a power group of people that jump on at the same time and are willing to get dirty in the trenches and move real crazily, in the sense of trying to find the next best thing, the next best coin. Like, I'm in my own personal group with a couple of people, and then I'm in another group and another group. Like, I've got 4 different groups, maybe even more. Some of the other groups I don't even check. But I'm in 4 personal groups where I'm looking at different coins. And if you create a good squad around you and people that respect you as well, and you have made good calls yourself, are finding these coins and have a reason why you think they're gonna flip, then you're gonna make bank. You're gonna make bank. Anyway, I'm not gonna divulge all my tips and secrets until the Thursday, but this is just a whistle stop tour of what I personally do for strategy wise, and how I involve myself with good people, ultimately, very, very good people, that really want to win. You got to remember, like, crypto at the end of the day is PvP. Like, you're buying and somebody's selling. And when you're selling, somebody's buying. And who are you selling into? And are you getting sold into? Are you exit liquidity? I'm breaking it down so that you really fathom what's going on when all of this kicks off, right? So anyway, guys, that's basically my talk. Always buy the best coins, and then the best coins being the ones that are safer, in my opinion. And then you can do the Degen meme coins after that. And remember, you have to have a strong mentality to win. Stop moaning that, oh, it's gone down, or oh, it's gone to 6-7x and it's come back down. Bro, that's the name of the game. That's what happens. If you're going to keep... It's actually an analogy of like people that I don't associate myself with in general life, which is they're always trying to bring you down, and they're always trying to think about the past and blah, blah, blah. And on the contrary, they might even say, yeah, but you have no... and you move on too quick. You've got no recollection of what's just happened. Well, I do. I lost my money. I got rugged. I can't do nothing about it. I've got to move on to the next coin now and research and see what's going on. That is the straight mentality. That you don't have the mentality of a loser that moans and complains and associates negative energy with oneself. You need to be positive. If you're in my VIP chat, which is a paid lifetime subscription, if you're not in it, you do need to join it. And there will be a special offer. Just DM me if you guys are interested. I've got everything from leverage trades to meme Degen calls to everything, setups, chart setups, just general vibes also within that community. But the point I'm trying to make is that if you associate yourself with good people, good things will happen. If you associate yourself with toxic, negative people, what's going to come your way? You got to think about it. Like, don't hold on to an L all your life and just say, oh, I remember that time when he did this one and I lost and blah, blah, blah. Or, oh, it went to 100K, now it's at 10K. Yeah, bro, move on. Just leave it in your wallet as dust. It's either moon or dust. Like, move on to the next one. We're already trying to work. This is the thing about trench Degen coins. It's not like leverage trading where you wait for the setup, or have I teach you like the higher time frames. You got to wait, put your buy limits in. It's going to hit this resistance or support line. Totally different dynamics. Totally different algorithm. You're in the thick of things and you literally have to be locked in. There's a coin called locked in. Like, you know this image right here? Is it lock in or locked in? Lock in. This is the one. This is the image right here that you guys need to be in. Like, you need to be locked in like this, right? And really try to ascertain what is the next call, or what is the coin that can do me a however many X, but can I get my initials out at a 2 or a 3X? If you can, fantastic. And remember, mentally, once you got your initials out, you've got nothing to lose. Do you see my point? You've got nothing to lose. You can relax. You can sit back. You can watch. Let it go up. If it's meant to be. If it's not, move on to another one. Leave it in your wallet. Never ever sell. Listen to me as well. Never ever, not financial advice, but in my opinion, I will never ever sell a coin that I've got my initials out of. I never will. Because if it swings back round and does 100x in some random time, and you wouldn't believe the amount of times that things have done a 10x in my wallet, and I'm like, hey, yo, that's just come back to base entry for me. I was going above base entry. Like, you wouldn't believe it. So, yeah, guys, a lot of alpha that I can share, which I'm going to actually give to my VIP chat people, and more tips and trades. And I shall catch you guys in the